Before I get started, I'm gonna let you know I'm not feeling well, so if I start coughing or sneezing through the video, please forgive me. As soon as I said I was gonna start coughing, excuse me. Sorry. The last few days, people have been talking about uh, P Diddy or Sean Combs, whatever term you want to use to call a man, about his son getting a scholarship, 54,000, I believe. And I'm reading some of the comments, watching some of the videos, watching the commentaries on the news, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, I'm like, why are people so hell bent on telling black people how to treat their children or to spoil their children or how we should spend our money? I mean, here it is. You got all these white men and white women who have benefited from legacies or benefit from nepotism, and nobody bats an eye. But when it comes down to our people, we supposed to do tough love, or we're not supposed to support each other. And this goes back to that slave master mentality. I'm going to tell you why I say this. And I mentioned this in another video, I believe. For years, anytime a black person got wealthy or had amassed a certain amount of education, it scared the fuck out of people outside the community, because they've been used to being able to bully us around and tell us what to do. And they're afraid that that black man or black woman or their children are going to rise among them and say, nope, that's a better way. Instead of me spending my money in this community buying this overpriced, expensive shit that most average people may never even wear, stores they never walk into, or communities, I'm going to invest my money this way. And they can't have that, because that means they lose a sense of control. They lose a sense of power or perceived power. You know, people are saying Diddy should do this. I have a question. When are we going to tell the Kennedys how to spend their money? When are we going to tell the Clintons, the Bushes, the Romneys, the Trumps, the Kardashians, or any of the other wealthy family or group of people on this planet how to spend their money? We don't do that to white people. You think and people say, oh, Harvey, how does this erase? It's always race when it comes down to black people. I don't know why people deny. I don't know why people dance around, especially black people. Every black athlete, the first thing they say how much money they make. And what the next thing come behind it? They making too much money, or they should do this with their money. Now, I'm guilty of saying what people rich blacks should do with their money. I say invest it back in the community that birthed you, that created you. I'm not saying just give money to be giving money, but you can open businesses, you can buy real estate, you can invest in young talent. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not just saying give money is to be giving money. You know, people saying, well, Diddy should give money to this school, this college. I got a question. Why should Diddy give his money to a college that most blacks don't get in unless they sports or they're extremely, extremely good at academics? But then you tell the black community, oh, Diddy's not responsible for giving money back to me. That's the first thing come out of people's mouths, especially white folk. I did videos about rich black people, what their priority should be at, and I've said they should reinvest, like I just said, reinvest back in the community or the people around them that can grow their fortune, or grow or enlighten a group of people. First thing people say, he can't save everybody. That's his money. But now, when one of the children benefit from it, oh no, Diddy got to do this, he got to do that. No, his son should give it back. No, his son shouldn't. I hope he don't. We don't never bat an eye to these major corporations, how they've made money. The nepotism that goes on in politics. I remember here in Illinois, well, actually, let me give you a story real quick. Everybody remember when President Obama won, and somebody had to fill his Senate seat. And at the time, it was up to the governor, which is Governor Blagojevich, to pick his replacement. Now, everybody thought there would be Jesse Jackson Jr., and I kept telling everybody, President Obama, Vince, he ain't going to go down like that. He ain't gonna put a brother in that office, I'm telling you. Because he don't want anybody to come behind him. I'm going to just be honest with you. And when people said he had picked Lisa Madigan, or he highly recommended her. Now, if anybody don't know Illinois politics, Lisa Madigan is the Attorney General. Her father's Michael Madigan. Now, this man has been in Illinois politics for years. He's a Democrat. And I'm going to tell you something. He didn't put policies and push shit forward that really even fucked Illinois and really fucked the black population in Illinois. But nonetheless, nobody said nothing about nepotism. You know, nobody said that she got a job based off her daddy or somebody doing something with the votes or something. But here comes when they pick when Blagojevich picked Roland Burns, whether you think he did the main game favor the black vote, or he actually thought that Roland Burns deserved it. First thing they did, they criticized him, saying, "Well, his children." They criticized his children's name. They criticized everything, and they said, "Well, it's nepotism. His son's going to be doing this, or his daughter going to be in this," and this man never showed any of those things. Then we talk about Cook County, former Cook County president John Stroger. When John Stroger got sick, he picked his son to replace him. Now everybody said that's blatant nepotism. He shouldn't have done that. Well, if you go follow Illinois politics, when it was all white folk doing it, nobody said a damn thing. When it's Mexican people saying, nobody said a damn thing. But the moment a black person did the same thing that his white or Hispanic or however you want to call it counterparts did, all of a sudden let's talk about nepotism. Where's the money going? Who's doing what? Blah 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 blah. And you had some people in Illinois bitching them on. I said, come on, y'all. Now, come on, just be honest. Let's just be honest. We never bat an eye or never get vocal when our white counterparts or Asian or Hindu or gay counterparts do shit that's blatantly obvious. But if it look like we got any proprietor, or if we like we about to throw a bone to one of our people, especially if they're our children, everybody, we got to change the rules. We got to change the laws. We got to do this. We got to do that. That's insulting. Now, I can understand if this is a rampant thing within the black community, which is really not. Because let's be honest, we've been conditioned to be selfish with each other. But if Diddy or any of these black celebrities or well-to-do black men and black women have helped put the thumb on the scale to get their sons, daughters, cousins, niece, wife, or husband, or friend into a company or position, hey, man, more power to them. I know y'all going to say, man, that's kind of wrong, man. That's taking money away from somebody else. Well, every day people take money from deserving people. Every day. And we don't get out there and vote. We don't get out there and argue. We don't get out there and call it out. But we want to use Diddy's son as a litmus test or any other black person. Think about it. Did anybody question Paris Hilton when her and her sister was going to these different premieres and shit, doing the things that everybody dream of doing? Nobody said because her granddaddy, fortune, and her parents living off that fortune, why is she so entitled? All she did was go out to parties and dance and fuck and make racist statements. But nobody called her a legacy or nepotism. Look at the Kennedys. Look how they started their fortune. Their granddaddy, Joseph P. Kennedy, did what he did. But every successive Kennedy after them have gotten Kennedy treatment. Even if they don't even carry the Kennedy name, just being related to Kennedy. Did anybody criticize Chelsea because she got hired at NBC? You don't think because her daddy was a former president, her mother is a Secretary of State, that you don't think they have any play? What about Tim Russert, the one that hosted that now famous debate between Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, that brought Farrakhan and Reverend Wright, when he dropped dead in a massive heart attack? It wasn't even a week or month later. It was a month later. His son was on TV. He's working at MSNBC. He works for NBC News. I don't see nobody criticizing that. Think about it. Before Michael Jackson died, after he died, what was they mean? They talked about the money. That's the first thing that came out of everybody's mouth, the money. What did they say? Debbie Rowe, go get in your kid's life. This is the same woman that got money to stay out of the kids, took money to stay out of the kid's life. But they was afraid that granddaddy, Joseph Jackson, was going to put the brakes on all this shit in the family. Or the other brothers. Why do you think the media went after them and criticized them? When they had that show on A&E, when they showed what the Jacksons did, if you believe the media reports, you would think that they all destitute. Didn't they say Marlon Jackson was working in a supermarket somewhere? And people believe that shit? But this man is into real estate. But they wanted to make sure them white kids or those biracial, I don't even want to call them, or mixed ethnicity, if they do carry his DNA, or if they don't, they want to make sure nobody black get their hands on that fortune. This is why they wanted Catherine to run it, because they got poor Miss Jackson signing names and shit, doing stuff that Michael had never done. That's about keeping money out of our hands, keeping money out of a black man's hand, keeping control. I mean, just think about if Diddy got his son in that school. That's showing that a black man got power, but ain't no school gonna do that. I'm telling you, not for no black man, especially a hip hop mogul. If that was the case, Diddy, and I'm gonna be honest with you, no, not UCLA, but it's other colleges out there that he could have done that. But see, I'm gonna tell you something. If Diddy's son went to a traditionally black college, it wouldn't nobody would bat an eye. When people criticizing the fact that some white kid didn't get in. That's what they bitching about. Let's just be honest. Remember these 2 lawsuits that these people have put about affirmative action about how people get admitted in these universities. I remember the most one I remember is one with Michigan when the white girl didn't get in, but she still went to school and became a doctor. But she wanted to get into that school. She said they must have taken me because a black person got in. So like saying that black people can't be smart. I know a lot of college dumbass people, and I know a lot of college dumbass white folk that I can out debate. Now, if it's a particular subject, a specialty subject, then I have to concede to it. I may know bits and pieces of it, but they don't want that black person sitting there becoming their boss. Look how that doctor, everybody just was watching the video about when he was a doctor at UCLA Medical, and they called him a monkey. They was making fun of him, do all that racism. No matter how smart you are still a nigga in their eyes. And if you're a rich nigga, you're not supposed to show your money. You're supposed to show it in the cooning and buffooning way, like a lot of these young rappers. I'm gonna go buy me a jet. I'm gonna go get a necklace, make it spin, bling bling. I'm gonna throw money in the air. I'm gonna go get some crystals, whatever they say. See, they like when you spend your money like that because they know in a few years you're gonna be broke. You're not a threat to them. But a black man's son going to school, maybe getting a football scholarship, maybe getting to the NFL, or may go out and be a lawyer, a doctor, or entrepreneur, that scares the fuck out of him because that means you can't control him. I hear people say he took a scholarship away. I got a question. There's people every day that should have had scholarships every day. I don't hear people saying bitch in the morning then. So why bitch at this guy? Because his daddy's rich? That's his daddy's money. Brothers and sisters, don't start doing false equivalents. Don't start sounding like white folk do. I mean, think about all the white kids that have gotten rich or gotten wealthy or gotten passes off their mother and father. Even the so-called middle-class kids, because their mother and father worked and did something, they can go to certain high schools and grammar schools. Why aren't we out there bitching about that? No. Y'all been conditioned to attack one another. And a lot of y'all don't see when y'all don't realize when y'all doing it. I hope to God that Diddy or his son don't say, nah, I don't want the scholarship. Now, bullshit. Take it. You earned it. And even if you didn't earn it, take it. Because until we stop pointing out all this hypocrisy when it comes to legacy or nepotism, don't stop bitching and moaning when it comes to black folk. Enough said.